Hello, it's Teacher Pete again. Here's another live English lesson from English Learning Space. What's up, everybody? This is a live lesson, but many of you watch this later, and that's great. Either way, if you like this lesson, give us a like. Try to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment and share and all that good stuff. The topic today is dream home. Dream home. What can you describe your dream home? This means like the best home for you, your perfect house. Hey, Salvador, welcome. Hi, Yahira. Buenos dias, amigos. Happy Halloween, exactly. Well, Halloween today. No, you're not late. Today is Halloween, officially Halloween. Calendar. Hi, Calendar. Nice to see you again. I remember your name. It's a unique name. Happy Sunday to you, Yahira. Salvador, do you celebrate Halloween in Argentina? Should have done Halloween subject. I forgot. Yeah.
I think so.
I forgot it was Halloween. I probably should have done a Halloween topic today, huh?
Yeah.
Hello, Impong. I totally forgot. Your dream, Salvador says about his dream home. My dream home should have a pool with hydro massages. Oh, sounds great. Hi, Pachari. So nice to see you. You made it for the live lesson. Sometimes I see you after the lesson closes. Hong Tong. Good morning. Good evening, I should say. Long time no see, Supawat. Yes, you have a different name now, too. 13th Sema. I know. Supawat, welcome back. Nice to see you. We're talking today about our dream homes. Our dream homes. What's your dream home? Can you describe your dream home? Good evening, Impong. Nice to see you. Good morning for you. Good evening. Good morning for me. Good evening for you. Well, Halloween is today. For me, it's still early, not early, but it's morning time, only just before 10 a.m. So Halloween day is starting today. And yeah, I will do something for Halloween. I should have had a costume for today, too. We will go trick-or-treating, go get candy with my niece. And I have candy to give to children who come to our door in a costume. You're here, Supawat, yeah. Full love to family. Thank you, Pachari, and to you too. I see you celebrate Halloween last night. Yeah, that makes sense because it is a Saturday night, but official Halloween day is 31 October. 31 October in the United States. But of course, yes, many people celebrated Halloween last night because it was a Saturday night, right? Party night. Okay, let me know if you want to share, if you want to talk about your dream home. Salvador says his dream home has a pool with a hydro massage. Happy Halloween, Floro. Nice to see you. Happy Halloween to everybody. Right, exactly. It's not good to celebrate Halloween tonight because usually we have to work on Monday. So Saturday is better big Halloween celebration for adults. But the kids will still do what we call trick or treating, where they go to different homes and ask for candy. Candy, please. And the people give candy. That will be today. All right, guys. So today we're going to read a little article about buying your dream home. Which is better, buy or rent? Maybe for you, you have a preference. So please let me know if you want to share about your dream home or your house or your apartment. Oh, cool. Fun. A game room, party with a game room, entertainment, karaoke, and a pool. Oh, pool. You mean like billiards? Fun. Hong Tong. Good evening. Hong Tong. Good evening to you. Hong Tong. Kun Vishay. Let me know if you guys want to share about your dream home, and let me read this article, okay? So read with me, read about your dream home, and but first, sorry, I forgot. I have to do a little vocabulary. Let's do a little vocabulary before we read this story. These words will help us understand the story. Pachari says, sorry, teachers, because I will go to work tomorrow. I'll come in your video again. That's okay. Good night. So nice to see you, Pachari. Raitri Sawat. I guess very busy to remain in that kind of house. I guess so. Yeah. If that house always has these games, very distracting, right? Probably going to enjoy that one day per month and the other working. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, here's a word. Do you know this word, this adverb? Typically. Typically. We usually just say kli, not kali. Kli. Typically. What is typically? What time do you typically wake up? Typically. What does this word mean? Typical. You'll build a garden? Oh, Toon. Hi, Toon. Raitrisawa, Toon. That's so great. I love to have a garden. I'm trying to be a good gardener. Yeah, nice garden house at a countryside for a holiday. That sounds perfect, Toon. Frequently works. Yeah, frequently is okay. Often it's a little more like normally, usually, commonly, right? We have an adjective, typical. Describe your typical day. Describe your normal day. I can say, I typically get up at 7 a.m. I typically wake up at 7. Typically. Okay, next. Here's a noun phrase. Do you know this? Maybe you have something like this in Spanish. Pros y cons, maybe. Pros and cons. If I say something has pros and cons, what does it have? What are pros? What are cons? A garden, yeah, it's a lot of work to keep its beauty. That's true. But I think the work is satisfying. It feels good, especially if if your garden has vegetables and herbs like basil and things you can really eat. You feel like you accomplished something real. So I like gardening. When at the end of this lesson, I have to show you my orange tree because it's pretty incredible. And we just today pick oranges and having some orange juice, a little sour, but still delicious. Right, cons as in consequences. Contra, con, against. Well, con means with. Con can also mean against, right? So, con, a bad thing, a disadvantage, or a point against. So, what is a pro? Konoquan says, my dream home is white with the room under the roof. Oh, nice. A small white. Yeah, I like that. I don't like big home. I prefer smaller home. So, Salvador, if cons are bad things, what are pros? 4. What is pro? Well, con is bad thing. Pro is a good thing, a benefit, advantage, good thing. So if I say something has pros and cons, I say it has good things and bad things, pros and cons, right? And having a garden has pros and cons. Pros, beautiful flowers. Cons, lots of work. That's right, exactly. You got it. Pros, exactly, Salvador. Advantage. Pros are advantages. And everything in life has pros and cons, right? Good things and bad things. Advantages and disadvantages, exactly, Supawat. Pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. Good things, bad things. This is life. Pros of the garden, exactly. Its beauty and the fresh air that comes with the plants and the nice smells of the flowers or the herbs, exactly. What are some cons about owning a house? What are some cons about owning a house? Think about it. Okay, just 2 more words, and then we will read our article about buying a home. Cons of owning a garden, exactly, Salvador. You need a lot of work and a lot of water, a lot of products to keep away insects. We could call those pesticides, and also fertilizer, poop, caca de vaca. Pesticides kill bugs. In English, a pesticide kills bugs. Yep. Cow poop. Not your poop. Put that in the toilet. Also, I heard bird poop. Bird poop is very good for a garden. But be careful when you look up. Yeah, poop of cow. Yeah. Is that true? Caca de vaca? Am I saying it wrong? Yes, poop of cow. Okay, let's read an article about dream homes, okay? Read along with me. I'll read slowly and I'll move the text so you can read with me. Notice the vocabulary words we've looked at, pros and cons, typically. Yeah. Oh, that's true. If you're vegetarian, maybe it's okay. But meat eaters, poop is toxic. Okay, actually, you know what? I do want to give one more word before we read handy. Like hand, handy. This actually means useful. Handy is useful, good to use, easy to use. Okay, let's take a look. Let's read. And read with me if you'd like, and make a note of any vocabulary you want to talk about. Okay, we will pause one time, but actually, I'm looking at the feed. If you have questions about anything, you can ask anytime. Okay, good night, Superwatt. Nice to see you. Okay, great. I hope to see you next time, Superwatt. Good evening. Have a nice sleep. Sweet dreams. I hope you can dream of your dream home. All right, let's take a look. To buy or not to buy? That is the question. Does it have another meaning? Sorry, Salvador. Does what have another meaning? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but let me know. Keep asking, guys. Oh, handy. Uh, handy means useful for a thing, right? If I want to write, a pen is handy. A pen is useful. I need a pen. If you talk about a person, if they are handy, they're good with their hands, good at fixing things. Okay? So handy, what's up, buddy? Handy for a thing, a pen, it means useful. Handy for a person means good with your hands and can fix things. Good with tools. Good with tools. Hand tools. Yeah, it can mean these. They're similar, right? Because if you're a good with your hands, you're a useful person, but they're a little bit different. Okay, guys, so here we go. To buy or not to buy, that is the question. Deciding on a place to live isn't always easy. Although the traditional American dream has typically included buying a house with a yard that's grass and a white picket fence. World economies don't always consider traditional dreams. People need to weigh their options when deciding to rent an apartment or buy a house. There are many things to consider, and both options have their pros and cons, right? Buying a house has pros and cons. Renting also pros and cons, right? Probably the biggest advantage to renting is flexibility. Although you'll need to sign a lease agreement, also called rental agreement. This can be for a short term or short time, sometimes less than a year. People need, well, no, because people is plural, right, Salvador? So one person needs, but people is plural. So no S. It's like they. People need, they need. One person needs, but it's a good question. Thank you. Okay. Although you'll need to sign a lease agreement, which can be short term, sometimes less than a year, which is handy if you think you may be relocating soon. Remember to read the fine print, all the small words, the details. Remember to read the fine print on that contract. The contract is the lease agreement. It will probably include rules about keeping pets and how much advance notice you need to give to the landlord before you move out. You'll need to put down a security deposit, which is usually equivalent to 1 month's rent. Sometimes utilities are included in the rent. Utilities means electricity, water, power, trash pickup. Sometimes utilities like water and electricity and gas are included in the rent, but you may need to pay those separately. I'm going to pause right here just for a moment to see if you guys have any questions or if there's any vocabulary I can help you understand. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions. I'm going to change to the next page so we can read together. Okay, so here we go, just the last sentence. Very often, the utility companies will charge. What is the question? Let me share the second screen. Here we go. There, this is the second page. Very often the utilities companies will charge a hookup fee, also called connection fee. Of course, you're on your own if you want cable TV and high-speed internet connections. A big consideration for renters is parking. You're usually out of luck if you choose a big apartment building in a city. However, some apartment complexes in the suburbs provide parking areas. Be careful. This could be a hidden extra. The biggest advantage to renting is that if anything goes wrong, you're off the hook, which means you're not responsible. It's the landlord's responsibility to fix it. Hi, Catherine. So nice to see you, Catherine. I feel like it's been a long time. Catherine, we're reading an article about our dream home, the perfect home. Let's just pause to see if you have any questions about any words or anything so far. Hola. Okay. Continuing, buying a house is always a tempting choice. The upside is that instead of paying money to a landlord each month, you'll pay off the mortgage and own your home. Upside means pro, advantage. The pro is that instead of paying money, the upside, of course, the downside is that you'll need a big chunk of change. That means a lot of money for a down payment. In addition, you'll need to pay closing costs and realtor fees, as well as buying homeowners insurance. Is renting starting to look better and better to you? Paying rent is like burning money? I guess. For example, you'll need to get a permit to put up a fence and there are rules about how high the fence can be and where on the property line it must go. Good evening, Amishong. Hi, nice to see you. We're just reading about our dream home, almost finished. And let's continue. And let's not forget what the American founding father, Benjamin Franklin, said, quote, "In this world, nothing is certain but death and taxes." Close quote. Ah, yes, another good reason to rent. No property taxes. Although towns provide convenient services like trash collection and recreation, they get those money from these services from a homeowner's property taxes. Yeah, nice to see you, Amishon. So here was that page one more time. Sorry, I was not big enough. When you're paying a mortgage, you're building equity. That's true. But you can consider property taxes throwing money away, or homeowners insurance, which you must buy, throwing money away. So I don't know. I rent, and that's because I have no money. But even if I had money, I might still consider renting, because here, if somebody's walking on your property and they fall and they hurt themselves, they can sue you. That's why you have homeowners insurance. Well, they can't do this if you rent. The landlord is responsible. So if you have a tree on your property, beautiful tree, maybe the branch goes over to your neighbor's house. If it falls and does damage to your neighbor's property or your neighbor, you are responsible if you own the house. So I think there's pros and cons for both. Hello, my tree. Nice to see you. Welcome. That's right. So if you own the house, you have liability. If you rent, you don't have as much liability. I want to show you a little bit of my garden, talking about pros and cons. For my orange tree, there's only pros. Only pros. Yes, I give it a little water, but not much time. It takes 1 minute per day. Let me show you my orange tree, because oranges are just coming onto the tree now. They're just getting ripe. This is my orange tree. So many oranges. I am so happy. Look at all the oranges I can eat. I love oranges. Let me see. I'm pick this one right now. Whoa! Now I have orange juice because it broke. Beautiful orange from my tree. I'm very excited. Gonna have some orange juice. I got my juice set up right here. From my tree. Sour. But soon they will be sweet. Today, a little bit sour. Thank you, Amishong. Oh, thank you, Salvador. Well, I wasn't going to do all the words in black, but I'm happy to do some. Do you have any questions about these words? Let's go back to the. Unfortunately, there are a lot of words in black, and if I spent time and did teaching every one, maybe it would go too slowly. But let me know if you have any specific questions. You can't have the cake and eat it too. That's true. That's always true. Another truism in life, Catherine. There you go. Just put sugar in it. But it's a little sour. But they will become sweeter and sweeter. There are pros and cons to everything. Exactly, Catherine. This is life. Off the hook. An idiom, great one. It means you are not responsible. Like Catherine and I were talking, if you rent your apartment and there is a problem with the toilet, right? Maybe it does not work, very important. It is not your responsibility to fix it. It is your landlord, the owner, right? So I would say if you rent, if your toilet breaks, you are off the hook. You are not responsible. You don't have to pay. Exactly, Salvador. I think this article is pretty good because a lot of times the sentence is pretty clear and you can understand the meaning with the context of the sentence. That's why I chose this, because I think that, yeah, maybe you do not know some of these words, but I think the definition is kind of clear in the whole passage. Giovanni, great to see you again. Here in Argentina, it's not working on that way. Oh, is that true? You are responsible. So you're not off the hook if your toilet breaks? Oh, really? Well, in the United States, the home owner is usually responsible because if they have a problem, then the owner has to pay money. Owner must keep good toilet, good sink, good bathroom. It's important for the home, and the homeowner is responsible. Well, if you think about it, if you damage the toilet but never fix, this could damage the property very much. So it's the homeowner's property, not yours, No, not painting. If you want to paint, you need to paint. But homeowner usually paints the house after the renters move out. Yeah, there's homeowners association. That's right. There's another added fee if you're in a condominium or a neighborhood that has a homeowners association. And boy, sometimes I hear nightmare stories about homeowner associations, HOAs, they're sometimes called. Right. Yeah, it does make sense to me too, Salvador, that the landlord should be responsible for big things when they break or there's a problem. Oh, I see. So if your toilet breaks, your landlord is technically legally responsible, but often they don't fix. So you have to do it. I see. Well, guys, I think that's going to be the end of our lesson today. But thank you so much. If there are any questions about vocabulary in this you're not sure about, please continue to chat with me over here. I will continue to check the chat and find more comments. If you have any questions, just ask. Well, Salvador, unfortunately, I don't have time today, but do me a favor. I'll make sure I post these 2 pages in our Facebook, and you can, whatever words you'd like to learn about, just comment and I'll help you, okay? Thanks, everybody. Always a pleasure. Have a nice, sweet dreams to most of you, and have a good afternoon to you guys in my Spanish-speaking friends. I'll see you next time. We will be Tuesday morning in Southeast Asia.
Wednesday morning.
Oh, it's Wednesday morning, Southeast Asia. And then sort of late Wednesday night are next for my people in South and Central America. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.